search engine optimization? What is it and how do you use it to grow your podcast? In this video, I'm gonna give you some practical tips on improving search engine optimization for your podcast that will help you increase clicks and therefore listens, follows, and subscriptions. If you're new here, my name is Maribel Quesada-Smith. I'm a video and podcast producer, and on this SquadCast channel, we help you level up your remote recordings so that you can create better podcast and video content from anywhere in the world. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't hit that button yet. Okay, let's get to it.
Wait!
Yes, Marisa, do you have a question?
What's SEO?
Great question. Feel free to fast forward this about 30 seconds if you know this. Search engine optimization, or SEO, is the process of making your site better for search engines, which helps improve the quality and quantity of your traffic to your website. If your podcast doesn't yet have a website, check out our other video on why you should seriously consider it. Okay, now that we have that information, let's talk about... Neil, do you have a question?
Is there SEO specific to podcasting?
Yes and no. Well, there's no specific podcasting style for SEO. There are specific things you can do to help grow your podcast with the help of SEO. Okay, are you all ready? Let's do this.
SquadCast, episode 23, take 3.
And action!
Okay, back to why you're here. In the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you how to apply good SEO tactics when naming your episodes, whether or not your podcast title might be holding back your SEO, and whether the length of your podcast show notes affects SEO. Let's start with how to apply good SEO techniques when naming your episodes. If you haven't recorded already, start by using a tool like Neil Patel's Uber Suggest. There you can do a search for content ideas in your topic that are currently trending and being searched for. This may not apply to you if you already know what your season or next few episodes are all about, but if you're a bit more flexible and want to optimize, do this for sure. Now, if you've already done the research and have the episode recorded, naming it will depend on using the keywords related to your topic. You can do a quick Google search for the topic you have recorded and get an idea of what people are typing in to find answers. Or you can use a tool like Answer the Public and search for the most popular keywords people are using around your topic. Let's address the elephant in the room, though. One of the biggest roadblocks podcasters face with SEO is that they pick the wrong title for their podcast.
Aww.
If you're starting out, great. Do yourself a favor and make your podcast name specific to match your topic. If you name it something random like Ashley's Stories About Life and Love, it will be harder for you to connect with your ideal audience through SEO because the words life and love are so common. Instead, you'd want to get specific with your title. It helps when you're related to your own experiences. Maybe Ashley recently is single, so her podcast title would be better as Living and Loving the Single Life. But if you've been podcasting for a while and you're not crazy about the idea of rebranding your show, then you might want to focus on the next topic, show notes and transcripts. Let's start with show notes. Does it matter how long they are? The short answer is no. They should be as long as they need to be and not a word longer. The longer answer is that they should be chock full of phrases and keywords that you want to rank for. Another idea is that they should be 2,000 words long. But what is that based on? It's an aggregate of data, a report showing that most of the top ranking podcasts had over 2,000 words. When in doubt, think of your audience. What is going to be enjoyable for them to read? Big blocks of text or something more thought out? If your podcast is about marine biology and you tend to focus on dolphins and ocean conservation, you'll probably want to use phrases and words related to, if not those exact keywords. Repetition is okay as long as it sounds natural in a sentence. I'm a big fan of the introduce it, spell it out, and wrap it up method. Write 1 or 2 sentences summing up the episode and what listeners can expect. Then write 3 to 5 bullet points about what they'll learn and get out of that episode. And then put a bow on it with a takeaway or call to action. Use your keywords and phrases throughout. Moving on to transcripts. Podcasting transcripts are a fantastic tool for SEO because they basically turn your episode into a blog post. You can post the transcripts on your website with each new episode, and not only are you allowing more people to access your content, you're also making it easier for deaf or hard of hearing folks to enjoy it. If you want to further optimize your transcripts, you can make them into blog posts. Your transcript should first and foremost serve folks who are deaf, hard of hearing, or who want to access your content by reading it in that form. But if you want to make it into a blog post, a written piece of content made to be consumed in a different way from the podcast, that's possible too. There are services out there that will listen to your podcast or read the transcript and reform it into an SEO-rich blog post. We'll put some of them in the show notes of this episode. Great. we've covered the basics. Now, your podcast hosting provider will likely give you a website for your podcast. Great, but if you've taken our advice and created your own website, you probably want both to rank well in search results. So your website will likely have a more engaging experience compared to the other one, and therefore you probably want to direct the majority of search traffic towards your website. Side note, this also gives you 2 websites instead of 1, giving you more real estate in the search results. We just want our website ranking higher than our podcast hosting website. All right, if you made it to this part of the video, hit that like button and let us know what SEO tips have worked for you in the comments below. Until next time, happy optimizing!